you guys, it's only me. Well, it's cold and wet and miserable again, so nothing's changed there. I finally got all my seed potatoes delivered, the tuber ones that I'm going to grow, and I thought I'd give you a quick rundown on what I'm going to be doing this year. My first earlies, as you can see, I've got a shelf in there of them, some tucked to the left, and in the corner I've got 3 trays stacked with some there. So I've gone a bit overboard with them, but I don't care. I like growing them, so there you go. Right, I am growing Home Guard. That's the first early. That was introduced in the Second World War around about 1942, so that's a heritage variety. That's the main potato they used to grow in the war, so keeping that tradition going. I like growing them. We grow them every year. Also growing Lady Christl. That's a new variety to me. Not grown them before. I'm also growing International Kidney. Now, it's also known as Jersey Royal, but you're only allowed to call it that if you grow it on the island of Jersey. It's got some kind of, it's like patent pending kind of thing, but for the actual area that you grow it in, so it's like protected. So I can only call it International Kidney. I've got some that I bought at the back, and some of my homegrown at the front, which are looking a little bit wrinkled at the minute. What else am I growing? I'm growing Marfona. That's another first or second early, which are tucked underneath somewhere, and it's a bit of a palaver to get them off. So I'm also growing Estima, and I'm also growing Salad Blue. Now, Salad Blue, sorry, I'm actually holding my phone today, so it's all wobbly. Salad Blue I've never grown before. Marfona I've never grown before. Estimate I have. But Salad Blue is a very unusual potato. It has a dark blue skin. And I've cut one in half to show you. I don't know if you can pick that up. It's actually got purple and white flesh. The colour's not showing up very well, but that is purple and white. Really bad lighting. But yeah, very interesting. So that's my first and second earlies. They are your short day, determinate, waxy salad potatoes, basically. So I'm hoping I've covered everyone in the world and terminology for that bit. Right, main crop, I am growing Mayan Gold. That's a new one, again to me, that I've not grown before. They're actually just tucked in there. Desiree or Desiree, I call them Desirees. I've grown them before, but I didn't grow them last year, so I love them. They're really tasty. I've got my Sarpo Mira that I grew last year. Saved some bit to grow on again this year. Belle. That's a new one that I've not tried before. They're tucked behind there. Apache. They're a new one for me. That's an early main crop, so they'll should be mature before the other main crop. Pink Fir Apple. They're tucked in behind there. Sarpo, another Sarpo family variety, Blue Danube. That's another blue flesh potato, I believe. Dan from Allotment Diary, he's grown them. He raves about them. not such a heavy cropper as the Sarpo Mira, but very tasty. What else have I mentioned? Right, Valor. That's another new one I've not grown before. Trying to remember my list. And last but not least, and this is something that I have been trying to get hold of for years, about 3, maybe 4 years, and that's these ones just here. These are Mr. Little's Yetholm Gypsy potatoes, and I am absolutely made up like a kid on Christmas morning about getting hold of these, because like I said, it's taken me 3, maybe 4 years to get hold of these. The story behind these is Yetholm is a village up in Scotland, and it's the gypsy capital of Scotland. They have a fair and they meet up there. I'm not sure if they still do, but they used to do in bygone days. And the Little brothers and the village of Yetholm used to grow these potatoes. Now, quite a few decades ago, they thought they'd gone extinct. It got to the point where they just didn't have any more potatoes. They checked around the village, nobody else had them. So they thought, well, that's it. You know, this potato variety's gone now from history. And they actually found a rogue plant growing on the edge of their property. So, you know, back in business. We finally found a few tubers that we can start building our stocks up from. And one of the Little brothers went to the fair, and he got chatting with a bloke by the name of Alan Romans, I believe it is. And they were discussing one of the potatoes that were at the fair, and it must have had remarkable colouring, because Mr. Little turned round to Mr. Roman and said, "Oh, well, that's nothing. You should see the ones that we have. They're red, white and blue colouring." Well, that intrigued Mr. Romans, because he's quite... He was involved with the potato industry and growing them and developing new varieties. So anyway, he says, "Can you send me one?" And he says, "Well, no, I can't send you one, but I can send you half of one." Because I think they literally were down to, less than a handful of potatoes. Because I think it was about the same time that they discovered their rogue plant on their property. So anyway, he sent Mr. Romans this half a potato, and he was so impressed by the story behind it and the colouring, because it was such unique colouring. He sent it away. They had it all tested. They got rid of any diseases in it, and they started building up stocks and got it registered as a new variety called Mr. Little's Yetholm Gypsy Potato. And he sent a load back to the Little brothers so they could continue growing on, and it has been really hard to get hold of. Now they don't look much at the moment, because they're all dirty and they went green in storage, but once I get these harvested, you'll be able to see the colouring. But they've got like a mottled effect. Now the white part is obviously that. White potatoes are that. Blue potatoes are the really, really dark purpley colour, and red potatoes are the pink. You can only just see a little touch of pink there. So really bad lighting, and this isn't the greatest example, but you will see the colouring once I harvest them. So yeah, they are the only variety registered anywhere in the world with red, white and blue colouring. And it's a Scottish heritage variety. And I've got Scottish ancestors, so gotta keep traditions going. But yeah, really, really excited about these. Oh, so can't wait. It cost me an arm and a leg to get hold of these, but well worth it. Oh, well worth it. I'm going to definitely be growing these every year, definitely. So yeah, I've got a lot of varieties to grow. There's 15. But I'm going to be growing them in pots and bags, and got the potato tower challenge to sort out as well. So I can't wait to get started. So I've got them all set up, ready and chitting away. So mid-March is when I'm going to be sowing my potatoes. So we're about 5-6 weeks away, if it'll stop raining. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. So, ta-ta for now. Bye!